Dear Fever fans, Dewanna Bonner is going to be fine. Dewanna Bonner, I mean this, is going to be fine. I want to start off the video with that. I don't know what the video is going to be the truth about Dewanna Bonner on the Fever, and at least the thumbnail will say she'll be fine. Dewanna Bonner is going to be fine. And I know she's had a bad start to the season. And I know she was terrible yesterday. Like, we don't have to pretend that Dewanna Bonner was good yesterday. We don't have to pretend that Dewanna Bonner has played well for the Fever. So far, it's been 2 games. It's been 2 games. And also, if you guys agree with this, that she's going to be fine, subscribe. We're trying to hit 46.6k by the end of the day. Actually, no, we're trying to hit 46.515k by the end of the day. We've just hit 5. We just got all subscriber. Gained that one back and we're good. But Dewanna Bonner is going to be good because it's a role she's never played. Dewanna Bonner has never been the 5th option at any stage in her career. She's been a player to lead a second unit. She's been a bench player, but she has never been the 5th starter at any stage in her career. And I think maybe it could be one of those situations where maybe long-term Dewanna Bonner off the bench might help her, because there's only a certain amount of shots to go around. And that's the problem, is that Natasha Howard needs to get hers, Aaliyah Boston needs to get hers, Mitchell needs to get hers, and Caitlin Clark needs to get hers. And it's an unfortunate thing that not every player can go and drop 20 points. And I said this going into the year. Like, if you listen to any of my ones, people are talking about, the Fever of like 5 of the top 30 scorers. I was like, somebody's going to have to take a back seat. And my prediction was that Aaliyah Boston was going to become more of a facilitator. That was my prediction. And by the way, it's not like Aaliyah Boston is not facilitating. Oh, she didn't have any assists in the first game. But she had 4 assists yesterday and 20-something points. Like, that might have been... I stand by this. Had the Fever won, that's the best game of Aaliyah Boston's career. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Had the Fever won that game, that was the best game in her career. But... And Aaliyah Boston, I just want to say this. Aaliyah Boston was the best player yesterday for the Fever. Caitlin Clark, yes, if you take out the third quarter, was the better player, but you can't take a quarter off like Caitlin Clark did and be... Like, and say she was better than Aaliyah Boston. Which is not true. But yeah, it's a thing where it's kind of a new role. Like, if you look at Dewanna Bonner's like stats for her career, Dewanna Bonner she shot 1 shot. Like, on the season, I get it, it's been 2 games. She shot, well, she was 2 of 9 the last game. She shot in like 9 shots, but a lot of those were kind of late in the game. She was trying to get the record. Like, Dewanna Bonner for her career, ever since being a full-time starter, has only had 1 season where she shot less than 10 times a game. And she's going to shoot probably 7-8 times a game for the Fever. This is not really something we've seen. And this player has averaged double-digit points every single year for her career, and she might not do that for the Fever. She might not do that for Indiana. There's just too many mouths to feed. Like, her first option was Alyssa Thomas, who last year, who doesn't want to get shots up, who's a facilitator. Their first option is a facilitator, and I get it, Caitlin Clark's a facilitator as well, but not the Alyssa Thomas type facilitator, where Alyssa Thomas very rarely ever looked for her own shot. And the other players on her team were Dejanay, who were not like, when it comes to Dejanay, she's not an out-and-out scorer. Marina Mabry was, but do we not remember what happened with Marina Mabry? Marina Mabry and Dewanna Bonner just couldn't really fit at the same time as each other, so Dewanna Bonner decided for 1 game she was going to come off the bench. Like, Dewanna Bonner is going to figure out some role. Right now, whatever role she's in is not really working, but she's still a vet leader. She still is she's still a net positive on defense. Like, I don't care that she was minus 19. I don't care how bad she was in that 1 game. She was terrible. She was terrible yesterday, and that's fine. Players are going to have terrible games. Like, if you can't expect a player to play 38-year-old to play like 40 minutes, 44 games, and play 44 good games. Play 44 good games. It is like it is what it is. It is what it is. She's gonna figure out a role. It's Stephanie White's job. It's that coaching staff's job to figure out a role for for not for Aaliyah Boston, for Dewanna Bonner, because Caitlin Clark has her role. Kelsey Mitchell has her role. Aaliyah Boston, it's clear she has her role. And by the way, Aaliyah Boston right now, and I understand it's been 2 games, but I said it through preseason. Aaliyah Boston is missing layups. Everything else has been perfect. And even early in the Sky game, I was like, Aaliyah Boston's doing everything so well. Aaliyah Boston's running up and down the floor. Yes, she's an undersized center, but like that pick and roll duo, her ability to drift into space, to know when to roll, know when to short roll. Like I've always said this with Aaliyah Boston, why she was going to be so bad and unrivaled, is that a lot of people are like, oh, Aaliyah Boston can do this, she can do that. Aaliyah Boston's best thing is her brain. And like she's the smartest, she's the highest IQ center in the WNBA. She's one of the highest IQ players in the WNBA. I'm going to be honest. She's one of the highest IQ players. And Dewanna Bonner is figuring it out. The problem with Natasha Howard is Natasha Howard can only be Natasha Howard. She's not malleable. She's not someone that can play different roles. She's going to be Natasha Howard. And Dewanna Bonner is somebody who can play multiple different roles. I think right now, if I would say, I think they're going to have different stages of the season, try out different things. They're going to figure something out because the Indiana Fever need Dewanna Bonner. Not all-star Dewanna Bonner, but they need Dewanna Bonner to be at least a top 50 player in the WNBA if they want any chance of winning. And right now, like, Lexi Hull has a defined role. She comes in and she's an energy player, which is why Lexi Hull so far this season has come in and been perfect. She's been an absolute perfect player. She's changed a lot of it. She's been really good. Sophie Cunningham's role is going to be to do a little bit of everything. Sophie Cunningham's a Swiss Army knife. You can put her in. She does everything. Dewanna Bonner just doesn't have a defined role yet. She'll figure it out. She's one of the greatest players of all time. Like, she is going to figure out a role. Like, there's no way that a player, like, she's struggling right now, but there's no way the player as smart as her, as experienced as her, and with as much on the line as her, trying to win her third WNBA championship, is going to just, throw her, or she's not going to be pissed. She's not going to be pissed. She's not going to throw away the end of her career because she's pissed off that she's not getting a big enough role. Dewanna Bonner's not going to do that. There's no way she joined a team with these players. And by the way, there's no way she'd be only taking one shot. If she needs to play a higher role, by the way, if the Fever end up being better with Caitlin Clark taking less shots and Bonner taking more, I think they'll try that at different stages. I think they'll try it at different stages in the year. And one thing, by the way, Kelsey Mitchell, I thought, did a better job initiating the offense than I thought she was going to this year. I have to say that. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It's a really, really interesting one. But look, Bonner is going to be fine. No matter what anyone wants to say, Dewanna Bonner is going to be absolutely fine in this season. There's no question about it. We don't need to worry too much about it. Dewanna Bonner is going to be fine for the Fever. Anyway, I'll see you guys.